Now, before I launch into this next bit, I just want to share some of my thoughts as to what I think may or may not be happening. Oh, by the way, should lead off at the top with, no, I still don't know who killed Shoko, or why. That's that part, but the bit I wanted to discuss on what I think is going on, think being the optimal phrasing, obviously I don't know, I've got to go through all this, but what I'm thinking has happened so far, and this has literally come about because last episode Pewter told us that if you stay in a sink for too long, you basically end up switching bodies. Your mind goes into the other person and vice versa. I don't know what harm that causes to a man, but we shall probably see. But what I think has happened at some point, based on the events that occurred 6 years ago, is that Date and number 89 have somehow swapped who they are. And Date used to be Saito Sejima. And I'm assuming at this point 89 used to be Date. Or Falco. Well, Falco used to be Date. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, right? That would explain why Date sort of has, well, it keeps flashing up memories of, like, young Iris. Whether, like, that's Date experiencing them or just them showing me as a point. Because there was the one where it was, like, doing the powder cake thing with baby Iris, but then it cut back and it was number 89. Date, that could technically be Date's memory, just while he was still in a different body. I don't know exactly how it works, but the way Pewter made it sound made me think that's what's going on. I could be wrong, though. Hell, I'm probably wrong. But then again, I'm the one that called... I keep bringing this up. I'm the one that called the bullshit about Fi and Diana in Zero Time Dilemma, so who goddamn knows? Anyway, hey there guys, my name is Nix and welcome back to the Somnium Files. Also off the bat, I intend to finish this in this recording session, assuming, you know, this is everything. I'm kind of hoping it's not kind of hoping. That makes me sound like I want to be done with this. I kind of don't, but at the same time, I just want to know what the fuck's going on. Anyway, boss, why'd you put a bullet in Sosajima?
That is...
Sosajima. Why?
It's a very good question.
Why? Boss? What's going on here?
I have no idea.
Why did Boss kill So?
Oh, hello, Iba. Just feel like hanging out? Boss's alibi for Shoko's murder. I mean, it's entirely plausible that she did this, but at the same time, why? Whose order is she taking?
Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
Boss's alibi for Ren. Oh yeah, he died earlier on this one. He was strung up.
What about Saturday, 8 p.m.?
The time Renju was killed? Similarly unknown.
God damn it, boss, why do you have to be so fucking secretive? Boss's alibi for Iris and Ota's murder. Oh yeah, this is the timeline where pretty much everyone died, isn't it? Shit.
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at the time?
I was gonna say, but wouldn't we have possibly heard her on stream?
Check her cell records.
She did not call from a mobile phone.
Ah, she's clever.
She used a PC.
That's problematic.
Using a VPN service, she could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
As I said, she's clever. It's problematic, but she's clever.
Boss is the new Cyclops killer? Shoko, Renju. Iris, Ota, So. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility.
Hmm.
So also had his left eye removed.
Yeah, but did she do that part, or was that some other sicko?
Identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris. Date, I know where the boss is.
Oh, thank Christ.
I have picked up her GPS.
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence.
Oh, for the love of...
Somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
Yep, Date, step on it.
What?
I mean... I don't think Boss has any connections to what happened 20 years ago. You know, when Iris was born. I don't think, but I could be wrong. I drew my gun from its holster and barged into the house.
Hitomi! Hitomi!
I called for her, but there was no reply. I don't see Boss either.
Iba, call boss's phone.
On it.
I hear you buzzing somewhere. Where's it coming from? That's a good question. Hold on, this is where I need my foot to put my headphones on properly. Where is... Yeah, I know Date. I'm trying to... Oh, here on the counter. Yep, we here. Why has she left this here? And what is that she's left on the side?
Oh, shit.
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
Drop your weapon. Comply!
Iba, can you do us a favor?
Boss?
Well, shit. What's on the side? Nothing important. Well, I don't like what you're doing, but, what the yeah, where is Hitomi? That's a good
I
start.
don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
It's a valid question. The fuck are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
Are we doing, like... I was saying, are we sat here doing the back and forth? It's like, no, you killed Shoko Nadami.
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie.
Did you kill everyone else? Because I got video footage of you shooting So in the head.
Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What? Why do you think that?
Because I found your video of you shooting So.
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
And my robot one.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
Oh, you're trying to pin this on me. I see what you're doing.
This is going nowhere.
Iba, run simulation.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have zero chance of winning a firefight.
What about running? What about the secret art of running away?
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think.
Okay, what have you got for me? Oh! Okay! I see where this is going.
Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
Porn?
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
Can't be. This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Wait, is it actually? Oh.
Whoa! Limited edition!
Calm the fuck down, Date. twat, it's flour! It's flammable!
What?
Date, load Evolver with firebomb bullets.
Why do I have those?
Shoot at the cloud.
Why?
Just do as I say, and fast.
Because flour explodes when it's, like, dust in the air. I vaguely remember this from chemistry. Or at least it's highly flammable. I was like, what am I doing? Open RT. And everyone died.
She is probably just unconscious.
I don't know what that achievement says at the bottom, but something about some Honey Housewives. I don't fucking know.
Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage, but she will live.
How am I okay?
A dust explosion, huh? Good thinking.
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
So who left the pawn on the side for me?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's have a look. Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
Are we gonna, like, ignore the fact that there are 4 wounded police officers on the floor, Date? You really gonna look at the pawn now?
Boss is still unconscious. However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
Well, you deserve this.
Date, talking to her would be pointless.
Yeah, figured.
You do know that, don't you?
I decided to sync with her. Asking questions would just be a waste of time. Besides, even if she was awake, I can't imagine she'd take kindly to an interrogation. Hitomi still hasn't been found. I have a bad feeling about this. There's a good chance the boss knows where she is. What if it's like the original where these two are working together? How would I get that information? Getting into her head would definitely be the quickest way. That's why I brought her here. Subject share. The person sitting here is the subject of the sinking. Boss is lying on the sink subject's chair. Yo, Pewter, we good to go, man? I don't like you, but that's by the by. Why are you so cooperative?
Because I know that the boss is my enemy.
Oh, that's ominous as fuck after what happened.
I got the video from Aiba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing. Which means there can be no mistake. The boss shot and killed So Sejima.
So that's at least one murder under her belt.
After pulling out his left eye.
Wait, she did that as well?
That makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high. Or maybe she had accomplices. Either way, she's a criminal.
I'm just saying we don't know where Hitomi is.
That's why I am cooperating with you, Special Agent Date.
Ah, good man.
I want it as bad as you do.
Calm the fuck down.
The truth.
I still don't trust you, but hey ho. What have you done with 89?
I had him put back behind bars.
Thank Christ.
In Fuchu prison.
That's right. I couldn't keep him here.
How is she?
She has broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg. But her brain is perfectly healthy. You can sync with her.
Well then, shall we get started?
Pewter, are the preparations done?
Ready anytime.
Let's get started.
Date,
I know.
6
minute
minutes.
time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
Well then, let's begin.
I don't want to become the boss quite, at this point, thank you. I was about to say this looks familiar. I think it does. I was gonna say, I swear to God, if we start with the I'm Dramaimon thing again.
Time
Okay.
to loosen up.
I was gonna say, okay, I'll bite. What the fuck are you doing?
Do you always have to come in like that?
It is of the utmost importance.
At a time like this?
Times like this are perfect. Anyway, it appears to be an abandoned factory of some kind.
What could Boss be hiding here?
Is this where she shot So?
Somnium scan. Activate.
Are you just gonna keep doing that jiggle, or? I think she is. I think this is the Somnium. That's all we're gonna do for 6 minutes. Anyway, we got the door, the shelves. Whatever that is. Like a line of mannequins. Boss is hiding something. Reveal the truth of the new Cyclops serial killings. Okay, well, I mean, I think we started at door 0.
A rusted metal door.
How's about, actually, hold on. Okay, I've made a backup. You know what? If it looks like this, fuck it, we're doing it.
No use. It won't budge.
Wow, is that really just how this ends? Nothing interesting?
Date, there is no time left.
Damn it, what the hell?
Is there really nothing interesting to that one? I find that hard to believe if I'm 100% honest, but sure, whatever. Wow, that looks weird in fast forward. Well, nothing to do with that door, so let's just have a scooch round, I guess, shall we? We've got door number 1 over here. That's probably it.
A rusted metal door.
Put pick in keyhole. Break lock with pick. Investigate.
It is faint, but I hear the sound of meat being pierced.
Oh my.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
It's the sound of someone being shanked. Well, I don't think there's anything else I can do, so... You know what? I'm gonna do the top one first.
It is no use. The ice pick will not work as a key.
That's to be expected.
A rusted...
Well, now I've got a 6th timey, so...
Agent Date,
Break the lock with
you've
that.
got 5 minutes.
Roger.
You doing okay? You appear to be vibrating quite violently.
It worked!
Alright, open it.
Oh, hi, Shoko. Someone's car keys.
Several keys have fallen.
One of them must be the right one.
I do not have time to try all of them.
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Indeed.
In the first door. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh. Why did it have to give me a 10th?
It's a key. The ice pick is next to this key.
That's why I thought it would be this one, but...
It appears to be correct.
Oh, well, ain't that just clever thinking?
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
I was right. Give me some credit.
That must mean you can use this key for something labeled A.
Like that ominous glowing door up
Come
there.
on.
Thank God a 1 second
Agent
time.
Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
I'm working on it, Pewter. Please don't rush genius. Door A.
A door that looks...
Sure.
Perhaps we can use the key I just picked up.
Yeah, try.
I mean, it only takes a second.
It opened.
Well, that's ominous.
Odd. Isn't this the 3rd floor? What is going on here?
Looks like the floors are connected in a weird way.
Quite the troublesome dream.
Well, I got up here. I don't think there's anything behind me. Oh, well, there's whatever's over there. I can't get across there because of the drums, so I have to walk this way, I'm assuming. Door B, I can't go down because I didn't grab a key. Should I have picked up all the keys? Is that what I should have done? Because I can't get through here without B. Which is problematic. Yep, as I said, calm down, Pewter. Working on it. I need to grab key B next, I think. This is one hell of a time-consuming sync. Are the rest of the keys even here? I thought they were, but apparently not. Yeah, the keys aren't here anymore, so... Why is it only 1 second to go through one way and 10 to come back? Who am I to question how the doors work in a dream? I am 100% going to need to restart this at some point, but hey-ho. So if I just examine you...
A door with...
Open, tackle, or kick open. Fuck it. Huh.
Well, that was easy.
It was.
Yeah, I can't believe that worked.
This is the 2nd floor, but it is clearly not the door I just opened.
It's like a maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
Thankfully, that only took me a second. So how the crap do I open you?
Doors...
Just give it a swift kicking.
That might have been a little much.
I like how I was like, well, I tackled the last one, so I shouldn't tackle this one.
We're on the 2nd floor again.
We leave the 2nd floor and come right back to it? This is confusing.
Right.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
I'm working on it, Pewter. Calm down, please. Gotta do something with the
A
shelf.
bookshelf.
Slide in the gap. Push or investigate. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all the old push.
It is no use. I am not powerful enough to move it.
And yet it goes further into why I don't understand Iba's power level.
So, you're too weak. Got it.
Yes, you're right. I am too weak.
Oh, sorry, Iba.
No, it's all right. It is the truth. I am just a lowly artificial intelligence.
I mean, that's pretty high, all things considered. Don't you guilt trip me, robot. Steel drum. Oh, when everything else fails.
An oil drum hung with wire.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I was gonna say, please. Oh! I get it!
Oh,
Guess you should check that door.
Guess who's behind door number 2? Here's a hint. He was probably also suspended with wires.
a rusted metal.
Why does this take so much freaking time? Probably could have done with that second time. In fact, this is probably what I need it for. I'm gonna go back to this and get my 1 second timey again, because now I know where I'm going, so I won't need, in theory, waste as much time. Although I've wasted a fair amount as it stands.
Agent
Yeah, there's got to be.
You've got 4 minutes.
I say there's got to be a reason they give you these 1 second timies, and that's the reason is you probably need them. Ever seen a man speed run someone's dream? Well, good news, I'm here in almost record time, considering I know what I'm doing now. Big if.
It does not appear to be locked.
I was right. His watch.
This again.
So we can't just grab one. We have to be careful.
Open the second door. Key at 345. Key at 250. Key at 8. Piss, when was he murdered? Do I have evidence? It calls itself case files. It doesn't even tell me when Renju was pissing murdered. I don't think it's 8. Why do I think it's 250? It's like one of the early morning ones. I want to say it's you.
It's a key with a what? The hands in.
Well, if not, I can come back and actually grab the right one, so.
Whoa! This is not it.
Is the time on the clock
It would be quite the simple gimmick.
or they just want us to...
True.
It's like the time he was murdered. I legit just can't remember. So it's what, you? 8 o'clock?
It's a the hands. Is
Ah.
this the correct answer?
It's 8 o'clock.
Saturday night at 8 matches Renju's estimated time of death.
I was thinking it was 8 in the fucking morning. That's why I'm confused.
D is written on the tab. The. I will try.
Yeah, try...
It opened.
Thank Christ.
This door too.
This one needs
Less
melting.
than 1 minute. Hurry!
God damn it, Pewter, I'm working on it.
Rows of monitors and buttons.
Sure.
This appears to be old. I believe this computer controls the factory's electronics. It appears to require a key to activate.
Of course it pissing does.
A broken pipe. Steel is leaking out.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of the hissing. Try and cover it.
You want me to cover this hot hole?
Yeah.
Oh, never change you two.
You're making me do some dangerous things. Perhaps that will work? This won't be easy to cover.
No, but I feel like I had to do that. Because that has done something down there for me. Can I kick you?
Yeah!
Huh.
Oh, it's just as I calculated.
You were surprised, admit it.
I was surprised that it worked.
A rusted metal door.
Here we
I
go.
think I can open this door.
Well, ain't this just grim? Again.
This key has control panel written on the tag.
Control panel? The one right there?
Well, that was surprisingly easy, all things considered. I still don't think I'm gonna be able to do it with the amount of time I got left, but especially with that fucking times 10.
Rows of This appears, I believe.
I'm just doing that so I
Rows of
actually just use the 10 seconds.
There. Oh,
So?
It's the doors.
I see. If we move the scaffold, a new route appears.
Okay, let's move it.
So where am I going?
Dante, 30 seconds.
God, Pewter, I'm trying my best. I ain't doing this, am I? I'm getting as far as I can, just so I know where I'm going. Oh,
What?
Boss B acquired. Well, good thing I found that before things end. Man, I really wish I could go back before here, but hey-oh. If not, I'm just gonna have to do the whole damn sync again. Alright, this is where I wasted most of my time, so I know it's this key to start with.
The hands.
Although it's still not leaving me with a lot of time. Because I feel like I need to do this in order to continue on down below. Because that puts out on the ground floor, and I feel like that's important. Right, so my next question becomes, where the piss am I going now? I'm assuming I'm going through here because it's got the one-timey I need to escape. Do I go into door E? That's the only one I've not gone through yet.
Door.
Ah, just opens. Wait a minute. I'm lost and confused.
Rose.
Oh, I had to actually do something with this.
Hey, it got stuck.
This button is indeed the one needed to move the scaffold, but
Huh. There might be another step we have to do first.
rows of monitor.
Rotate the key.
It shrunk.
Oh, I get it.
Dante,
Press the switch.
30 seconds.
Oh,
I see.
And then I need to
Rows of.
do this again.
it extended.
Now we can use the route to door B.
That just means I just need to open the B door. I'm probably gonna have to start the whole damn thing again, aren't I? Yep, I'm out of retries, so, let's just, take it from the top, shall we? Right, now I just get to go back through B door. Which I know how to get there, because I came back through it. Okay, got my 1 second one. Need to run all the way back here through C.
1 minute! Hurry!
I'm working on it, Pewter. God, man won't cut me some slack tonight, will he? Yeah, it's back up to you.
Doors. Door B.
Through door B. And this should take me up to the 3rd floor. I need to go down the other path.
Date! 30 seconds!
I'm trying!
Door F.
It is indeed, but how the crap do we get through it? So I guess the idea is...
First floor. This is the first time we've been here.
That big door. If we can see what's in there, we'll figure something out.
Ladder to 1F.
An iron line.
Oh, why do you have to do this to me? Only one of these has got to be the right answer. Oh, hello, cord.
A power cord.
Why is there only one correct answer here?
A power cord. It is discharging sparks.
Get shot. Get shocked, kick, investigate, or I can ascend the ladder. I don't think going up to 1F will do me any favors, so...
A power cord.
Well, I've got one more go at it if I fuck it up. Iba, put your tongue on it.
Date, we've known each other for a long time. I know that you are joking, but could you please consider the appropriate time and place?
I am!
You're seriously lecturing me right now?
Excuse me?
Sorry, ma'am.
God damn it, you want to electrocute yourself for my enjoyment?
A power cord.
Well, I've got one other option. You know what? While I've only got one option... I mean, like, using it, well, this doesn't make a difference.
If this were pointed in a different direction, something might happen to the door. No, this is different. That won't work this time.
What do you mean it won't? It works every other time we try kicking things. Well, we out of time. And thus I became the boss. I like how I could still hear it sparking in the background. So yeah, I think tackling the
First
door
floor. This is
makes it...
If we can see what...
Tackling the door gives you a bigger timey, but it costs you more in the long run.
an iron.
I guess I do you?
Yeah. passed through it. It must not be for climbing.
Huh.
An iron...
Well, I've got one other option. Well, I've got a couple other options. Try lifting it? I mean, using a timing makes no difference again, so... Nope, we bolted to the floor.
No use.
Well, rewind again. I feel like I'm never going to be able to acknowledge the perfect 66 seconds that I'm on, so I'm going to do that now. So there's two things I haven't tried. And one of which is investigating the cord, so I don't think it'll do much.
Ready? Whoa!
And this was the boss's demise.
This Somnium is awfully dangerous.
Hey, that door. Maybe we can open that one now. Check it out.
I just got an X there. Okay. Don't know what that was about.
A rusted metal...
Sure. At this point,
I'm
we're
going
done.
to open it.
I think. Well, just kind of backs up the fact that I thought Boss was the person in all of these.
That's... Aiba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
You have a plan, Date? Wait, so it's like a murder chain? Actually, that one makes sense. So then who's out to kill Boss is my next question. Oh, god damn it, Pewter, you better leave the fucker alone.
What the hell is going on?
That doesn't look good.
Date, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up.
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer! Force shutdown!
No!
Wait, so... Boss is killing Hitomi, or... What do you see, Aiba? You're seeing something, but you're not saying anything. Refrain. Echoes of murder. So what? Everyone's killed each other so far? I don't understand any of the reasons why. I mean, Renju, Shoko, I can sort of see a connection. So, and Iris, I can sort of see a connection. Why Iris killed Renju? Hard pass.
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Okiura, Iris Sagan, and So Sejima. Who was responsible for these murders? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris.
Yeah, that's the one I don't get.
So cut open Iris's body. But who shot So? It was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people. There wasn't just one killer. That's how it looks on the surface, anyway. But that's not the truth, is it? There's only one culprit. One person. And that person is...
Of course, it was you, Pewter! No, it was probably you. It's probably you.
Yes, you. The person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
I mean, yeah?
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Can you at least try to make sense?
Oh! They've been using the prototype sync machine to exchange bodies and get away with the murder. Oh, that's fucking clever.
Alright, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki? There's a prototype sync machine there.
How the fuck he knows about it on this timeline? No one asks questions.
You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced.
I like how he says unknown, and yeah, it definitely uses Pewter's voice.
Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
I don't know where it started, but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju's. And got rid of Shoko's body. After Renju was Iris. You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse.
And then finally into Boss.
Now, you're in Boss's body. Inside her head.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
Oh, I already don't like you. The fuck is this? The fucking crazy hand. Oh, I can talk to her. Okay. So, yeah, let's start with the big one. Who the fuck are you?
Saito Sejima.
Okay, that makes all of this. Wait a minute, is this the one that used to be me? I think this is the one that used to be Date.
Congressman Sejima's son.
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
So who was in Iris's head during the Sunday interrogation?
That was me.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris. Earlier, too, you almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first. A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, Let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite, the one being transferred into is the host. Are you with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost. About 1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories. I'm telling you, it was me.
You are a fucking psychopath.
Why are you making me repeat myself?
I don't like that facial expression. My soul has been stared into more times this week than I care to count between you and fucking Bronzong.
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right. It was me.
How? How does he know about the original Cyclops killer? And something else was troubling me. Yeah, even I've pieced this one together by now, Date.
What's going on here?
Well, give me a rundown on everything else.
Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine?
Oh, finally someone's asking the important question.
And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of. Why is that?
That's...
Multiple timeline theory.
Regaining your memories, are you? Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain.
I know, but like, this isn't remembering, because this is actually... Holy shit, maybe it's not.
Gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this?
That's a Triforce.
Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining.
I don't like that glazed over expression he sort of has. The one where he rolls his eyes up. Ugh.
He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
I knew about the prototype from regaining my memory. Is that right? No, that's not it.
Parallel worlds exist.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Fine. I still have time.
Time?
You'll see.
Oh, you're about to start vomiting blood and dying on the floor because you can't actually support yourself in that body?
So, where do you want me to start?
Preferably at the beginning. It's just past midnight on Tuesday. Shoko was killed on Friday. If you think of that as day 1, today's day 5. What was Saito doing those days? I decided to ask him. Well, might as well go in order.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant. I made Renju go to sleep. Synced, switched personalities, and then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick. I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Motherfucker traumatizing my favorite daughter. Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Okay, but why? Why wait for Mizuki? Why not just GTFO? Oh well.
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going.
Yeah, she's been there before, and it ain't pretty for her.
It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened.
God damn it, Ota.
Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him. But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans.
It's just ticked who I feel like I know the person voicing this is. She sounds like Fi. And that bothers me to no end, because Fi was also one of my favorites.
So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way.
She sounds a little bit more bitter. And like she's enjoying this murder shit way too much.
And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned. The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
Strung up Renju. Okay. Day 3. Daddy So Sajima.
Sunday morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am of course referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend, as planned. I went to Lemniscate and performed my job. And when I left, I ran into you, Date. To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right?
Something along those lines.
Then you synced into my mind.
And witness this shit, yeah. With the original Cyclops killings. That's when I saw me, right? Yeah.
But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you? As a result, you had no choice but to release me. I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy.
So that's why we went to O2 and you had him fucking tase me. Right. Starting to make sense.
So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred. I got a Nile message from Ota. I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink.
And then you GTFO'd.
When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live.
Ah, okay.
Yes, the Sajima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell.
Especially dressed as Iris. I hate to say I used the word dressed there.
Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time.
Still not an entirely wrong statement.
But I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you.
Is it the dead body in the fucking cold storage?
He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed and got into the van with me. We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
Okay. Sure, Monday.
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years.
Yep, so does everyone else.
The two shared a terrible secret.
Yeah, something about covering up a murder.
Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately. I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
He's currently in the jar at home. The police found him.
I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house. This was yesterday, early Monday morning.
You know, I never thought I'd want number 89 to come and fucking save me from whatever this madness is, but you know what, sure.
Past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris. Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but...
What the fuck did you buy a polar bear costume?
Well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly? That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation.
Oh, it fucking worked.
Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
So where's Hitomi? Saito spoke with grace and no sign of remorse. I was trying to keep my anger from boiling over and kept asking him questions. It's a pretty big question to ask. Why did you take out their eyes?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
That should explain it.
I knew. The prototype sync machine differed from the one at Abyss in a few key ways. The machine in Abyss is more sophisticated. Nanocables from the sync gear enter through a gap between the eyeball and the socket. Then they travel down the optic nerve canal to the brain. The prototype sync machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, you need to remove the left eye. Manually. The subject and the syncer have to remove their eye from the socket. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. Of course, even with the eye removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. The extracted eyeball still has the optic nerve and blood vessels connected. After a sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back into the socket. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged somehow, replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. So you just...
Of course, I don't really care about eyes.
It's just a throwback, is it?
I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me.
Yeah, why fucking bother, is basically her point. His point? I don't know. I've not been this confused since Steins Gate.
Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Yeah, why fucking bother?
Shoko's is in Renju.
Oh yeah, Renju ate
Renju's
it.
is in Iris.
So, okay, so I'm assuming everyone else ate the other eyeballs. Okay.
Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss. Their stomachs, I mean.
You are stone cold fucking crazy.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them.
I don't like that expression.
Immediately after exchanging personalities.
How horrible.
Yeah, why?
Homicide is my hobby.
That's, something no one should ever admit to.
I have a tenacity for it, what can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you.
Oh, you motherfucker. You know that I'm you. Shut up.
It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets. Well, except for my father, of course. That was personal to me. But don't ask. It's embarrassing.
It's because he disowned you? Yeah. I feel like I know what's coming up, especially since I'm seeing the Mizuki ending. He called me son.
Series of murders was like a journey for me, you know? Traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is?
Home.
Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back. My body.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date?
So this is yours?
That's what I've been telling you!
Yeah, Date doesn't cotton on very quickly.
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That's what you think.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Oh, god damn it, but don't piss on my bonfire.
They must have increased your dosage too much.
Holy shit, that's not her making jokes.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
That's what they put in the case file, I'm assuming.
That is what I believed as well.
Yeah, me and him have switched.
But we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned. Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange.
On paper.
That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
Wait, you're still alive? How the fuck you managed that? Oh. Oh, god, no, it makes sense.
That must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain. Pewter must have known that.
No way.
I was confused. I didn't understand any of it.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima.
Mm-hmm.
And before So?
Iris. And before that, Renju. And before that, Shoko.
So, before
And
that he was
before
me?
Shoko?
Who were you in before Shoko? God, that sounds really bad when I phrase it like that, but fuck it.
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year. I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital. But I still had those fragments of my mind left. Just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything.
And that's when you swap bodies out and Rohan killed himself. I'm putting that in air quotes, but you can't see it.
I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
Fell, I'm assuming.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan. Using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
Okay, this is what I'm scared to ask. Before Rohan?
In there, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words...
That's... my real...
I can't say as I didn't piece this one together, but hey ho. Well, don't stop now.
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back.
Oh no, Pewter, don't do this to me!
It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Oh, this is just unfortunate.
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Iba, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs. I cannot identify the source.
Pewter, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
Now, what will you do?
Ah.
Will you agree to my request?
I'm make a save and I'll be right back. 'Cause I feel like this is a one-way ticket. Which way do I go first though? Oh, I'll be the good guy. I hate that I say that. I still hesitate. I'm like, wait, which one of these is the fucking good guy option? Give this creeper back his body and save Hitomi? Well, now that I phrase it like that, yes, the best thing to do.
Date!
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Date?
Police headquarters, Tuesday, 4:28 a.m. How did I fuck this up? Iba, self-destruct!
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back!
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right, I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What? Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
I hate it when he's right.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
Oh yeah, my eye is a robot. Please tell me you killed him, Iba.
Date, are you alright?
Do I look alright? I'm bleeding all over the floor. Iba's voice barely resonated. My eyesight was hazy, a heap of broken images. Sweat was building on my palms. I felt like my throat was closing up and I was struggling to breathe. In my ears, the rushing blood of my heartbeat was the only sound.
Everyone's dead.
Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, Hitomi, Boss. The flesh remains, but the mind is lost.
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
I'm alright. No. The words suddenly echoed in my head. I couldn't remember who or where or why. But I thought that if there really was such a world, then me, in that world, I is another. Well, that's a dumb fucking sentence right there.
Could I have had a better future?
Yeah, one exists somewhere. I prayed that I could. I felt my consciousness sink into the black abyss. Well, you know, earlier in the playthrough when I called this the darkest timeline, wasn't really joking, was I? Everyone ended up dead. There's at least one of those options in one of these games. It's like, yeah, there's at least one path. Everyone dies. You get used to it. Anyway. The Annihilation route. Would I like to save? Sure. Now, before I end this video, he says, knowing that it's a long-ass video as it stands, where is my... I'm gonna go back and have a look at what happens whenever I choose the other one, where I choose not to give him his body back. 'Cause fuck that guy. Okay, Saito, I believe the expression I'm looking for is go fuck yourself.
Date, I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her? Do you understand the gravity of this situation? A bomb is strapped to her body.
I know, but fuck you.
You're too stubborn. Or maybe you're just cold-hearted.
I am basically your body after all.
You want to see what will happen when her flesh burns and tears and scatters? If you aren't quick, you'll see the whole thing. You know I'm not bluffing, don't you?
I knew if I kept going, I'd get something. I didn't agree, no matter how many times he demanded it of me. I refused, again and again. And when I saw it, I understood. Boss's body rolled into the corner of the room. I didn't want to think anymore. Anything. Nothing. I closed my eyes and ran my palms across my face. I could taste blood. That's just a bad end. Something I'm used to at this point, although I think that's the first one I've actually gotten. Would I like to save? Nah, I'm good. What do you mean ongoing? I've done it. Don't tell me we're going to exist in that perpetual state. Oh, for fuck's sake, now I actually have to do it. I'm going to go back to the title screen and reload this one. You know what? Looking at my timer, I'm going to call this an episode. It might be a long one, but oh boy, is it worth it. I say, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how long I spent in the whole sync thing with Boss, so I guess that's going to determine whether it's one episode or two. But all that's by the by. Thank you guys for watching that episode of the Somnium Files. If you liked the video in any capacity, give the video a like down below. Leave a comment on whatever you feel like. And if you want to keep up to date with whenever I post videos of this, Steins Gate, or Pokemon Shield, or whatever's coming up afterwards, because I do have plans, I'll leave that sentence there, because this isn't the place to discuss it. Yeah, if you want to keep up to date with whenever I post videos, consider subscribing to the channel. I'd say in theory YouTube sends you alerts as to when I post videos, but I think at this point you have to hit the bell icon or something stupid. I don't know. YouTube shit's fucked. So, there's always that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been Nyx, and I will see you guys next time for what is hopefully like either the finale or the prequel to the finale. I don't know how much longer I've got on this route, so there's always that. Anyway, laters.